Hi guys, welcome to the next video in my kit collection series. I'm so glad y'all are loving these videos. This is actually the third video that I'm filming today, so let's see if I have enough stamina to go through at least 2 more binders for y'all. As promised, this video will contain all of my Disney kits. So first, we have the binder with all of my Disney princess kits, and then I have a binder with all of the Disney non-princess kits, because yes, I did need to separate them out. This is one of my 3-inch binders because I needed to go big for all of the Disney princesses because I'm obsessed with that type of kit. So we got quite a lot in here. So let's get into it. Again, these are not super categorized by princess. I did start that way, but then towards the end just kind of started slotting them in where they fit. And of course they're not in chronological order either of like when the kits came out. So let's just go ahead and see what we got. First, starting off, we have an SPC kit called Frozen, which is based on Frozen 2, which is not my personal favorite Frozen movie. I'm positive I have a bunch of Frozen 1 kits later in this binder, but I did love the Frozen 2 one. I think the art is so beautiful that I'm happy to use that to mark a rewatch of the second one. We also have Captain Hook in here, which is one of the few Peter Pan kits that I have, which honestly should not be in here because it is not a Disney princess kit. So I'm going to take that out and try to put it with, well, never mind, because my next Peter Pan kit is actually in here. So should I just leave them? Because I know that Wendy is not a princess, but she's a princess in my heart, so whatever. If they're both here, I'll just leave them. It's fine. But yeah, I don't have too many Peter Pan kits, but as a Peter Pan fan myself, I am collecting them. Next, we have a couple from Planner Pixie Co. This was when she was doing a couple of Disney custom arts, which I love, and I wish she would do more of. Randy, if you're watching, hint, hint. I know she's doing all kinds of other like pop culture exclusive arts these days, which I am also loving, and loving to collab on them, but I do want more to like complete this collection, shall we say. So we have a Cinderella like house cleaning vibes kind of kit. I love the colors on this one, and of course the artist. Then this one is Snow White. I think this is very baking oriented, as I believe the theme going on there. I just freaking love the art style and the color schemes for both of those. And then next we're going into fairies. So we have this one from Glam Planner that I believe a lot of my fairy kits are in this binder actually because of Tinkerbell, even if they're not Tinkerbell specific kits, because I do intend to use them, I think, to mark rewatches of the Tinkerbell movies. I think there's 5 Tinkerbell movies, and they're all fantastic. I am kind of obsessed with the Tinkerbell movies for some reason. They're good. They're good movies. So this was in like Disney's era of doing like CGI animated movies, like kind of spin-off movies or like other properties that are actually like good stories on their own. Like they actually definitely put thought and care into them. So that's what I think I'm going to use that for. And then we have the original Glam Planner Peter Pan kit. I think it was called Neverland. This is also one of my oldest kits, given that it's a 2018 mystery kit. So this may be the oldest one that I have by Glam Planner. But this was the first Peter Pan kit that I ever saw. So I needed to get it because I needed to have some kind of Peter Pan kit. And I liked it. It's definitely like an older art style and like full box design style, but it'll still do the job, which is why I still have it. So, yep, I got that. Sticking with the Peter Pan kits, we have Neverland by Whimsical Plans. This is one of Elaine's sets from Coffee Doodles Co. You've seen her a lot in previous videos in this series because she pretty much did all of the Disney rides and characters, I feel like. So this was her her Peter Pan one. And then we have a kit called SPC. I think it's called Tink. So this is the Tinkerbell kit by SPC. We also have like the Peter Pan book and Animal Crossing on the Switch in here, which is fun. I also love the cross-stitching vibes because I do cross-stitch. in the Pretty Rainbow. That's such a gorgeous kit. I've been hoarding that one for real. I mean, I've been hoarding all of these, but this one is like going to be a special one. Love the color scheme as well. Next, we're getting into some random stuff that's not really categorized. So this is one of the many Little Mermaid kits that I have that will be scattered throughout. This one is newer. It's by SPC. What's it called? Under the Waves is what it's called. And I think this is more based on the newer live action Little Mermaid that came out, I think last year, which I did finally watch. But I have like a few kits to mark that, so that'll be like a game day decision, and then the others I'll use for rewatches. It's not a bad movie. It's not like the worst of the live action remakes, that's for sure, but it's nothing compared to the original still. Let's see, and then we have an SPC like Moana inspired kit. This was like a little series that she did. So this is an older one. Pua the pig is so cute, and I still hold firm the belief that Pua should have gone on her adventure instead of Hey Hey, because I hate Hey Hey so much. Next we got a couple from Glam Planner's Disney Princess line, which is now expanded into other Disney properties and also Disney villains. So one of these is actually from the Disney Villains line. So we have the Cinderella kit from the Disney Princess line with gorgeous, I think, Silly Studio art. And I had to put the Lady Tremaine kit next to it because obviously they're both from the same movies, but this is from the Disney Villains line, so this is more Lady Tremaine themed. And I freaking love this tea set. That cat looks hilarious, though, I gotta say. Not too big a fan of that funny looking cat, but I love the tea set and I love the piano. So this is like kind of my vibes a little bit more than this would be, which is very funny. Looks like we're still in the Cinderella era here, so we have the Sabre Money Mystery from Leonard Designs from last year, which is Cinderella themed. It's also like a little bit Disney Parks themed, I want to say. So yeah, I love that one. That's Nella art. And then we have the Cinderella photo kit by B&R Paper Crafts, which honestly, if anything's blue and white, I'll take it, even if it is a photo kit. And then I kept Cinderella too also. I bought a crap ton from B&R Paper Crafts and then also destashed a crap ton. But the ones that you'll see here are clearly the ones that remained. So we have that one. There's a few more photo kits in here. This one is a Shop Jessica Hearts one. This is Brave. So this is obviously a Brave themed photo kit. And then we have Aurora by B&R Paper Crafts. So that is Sleeping Beauty themed. And then Merida. So we have her version of the Brave photo kits as well. And then we have the Snow White one by B&R Paper Crafts. And then the Belle. We have two of the Belle ones. So we have this one here that's, I guess, more yellow themed, and this one that's a little bit more red themed. And I also kept these underlays with this because I was going to use it with one of the Belle kits that I have. And then also randomly here is the Tiana kit by Whimsical Plans. This is, again, one of Elaine's sets for the Princess and the Frog. I know we have more Belle stuff later, but before that we have Jasmine by B&R Paper Crafts. So that's the Aladdin photo kit. And then we have Let It Snow by Whimsical Plans. This is, again, Elaine with her version of Anna and Elsa. So there's another Frozen kit randomly in there. And then we have another one of the Glam Planner Disney Princess line. This is Brave. So that's Merida. And that's her little brothers. Super cute. And then we have one of SPC's Disney Princess inspired kits. I think this was kind of like that, like Little Mermaid inspired one that she did. But yeah, this is clearly Beauty and the Beast inspired. It is called Be Our Guest. That's a very old kit. A lot of these have been hoarded for ages because I don't really rewatch these movies really all that much. And when I do, it's usually like a week that I want to use another kit to mark something that happened that week. But yeah, I need to make an effort, clearly. This is the Sleeping Beauty inspired one of the same kind of line by SPC. She did a couple lines. She did the one with dusk art, like the like this Tinkerbell one and the Moana one. right next to it. These two were both dusk. And then she did like the inspired line with a different artist. So there's Nap Queen for Sleeping Beauty, and then Be Our Guest. And then I think there's a few more. There's like, I love that a lot of shops have done their own like princess lines. Like, keep them coming, because I'll buy all of them. I don't know who's currently doing one. I think Glam Planners still may occasionally be putting them out, like, I don't know, once every 2 years or something. SPC, I think she's doing pop mysteries for a bunch of other pop cultures, so I don't know if she's continuing any Disney stuff. I don't think so. Elaine's done with that. Not too sure about anybody else. I think Randy from Planner Pacey is also done. She only did like 2 or 3 and that was it. Which is sad, but still, keep them coming. So this was the Glam Planner Disney Princess line. This was her Sleeping Beauty, and then this was her Snow White over here. I freaking love like all of them. There's Silly Studio art is just so like gorgeous. It's so next level. And then here is Elaine's Beauty and the Beast, which, again, gorgeous. I love these two. I love this candelabra for Lumiere, and I love this tea set for Mrs. Potts, and of course the double box scene for the library. And Belle's hair is somehow even more enormous than it was in the movie. But Beauty and the Beast is just my favorite anyway, so I'm vibing with that. This was the SPC dusk art for Snow White. It's called Fairest of Them All. I want to see how many I have in here. I feel like that's 4 or 3 by now. We'll see how many I have from each line. Because I see over here the SPC Frozen inspired one. So that's from her other Disney line. And then we have Jessica Hart's photo kit for Snow White. And then we have Elaine's Snow White art here. This was from her own shop when Elaine was doing sticker kits before. I think she's opened up again with probably a new format of sticker kits. I do like the frames, like the flowers framing all the full boxes. Like, I don't like that for everything, but I like it for Disney princesses, I guess. And then we have the Glam Planner Disney Princess line of Beauty and the Beast. And then we have the Jessica Hart's photo kit for Beauty and the Beast. And then here we have the Elaine Beauty and the Beast art, which I feel like I have that, and then I feel like the same one was this one. Is that the same art? It's the same dress, so it must be the same art. That's funny. I might have to destash one of those. And then here we have Simply a Mess with some, I think this is exclusive Frozen art, because I don't remember seeing this art anywhere else, which is why I got this one too. Then still in the Frozen line, we have this one by Keytown. Again, I didn't see anybody else really using this art that I liked, so that's why I have the Keytown one with this Frozen art. And then we have Glam Planner's Disney Princess line with Frozen. And then this is her Sleeping Beauty as part of that same line. Over here, there's Pascal. And then Keytown also did this Elaine art for Sleeping Beauty. I feel like I have somebody else's version of this art, but I'm not sure. That looks older, and I think this was possibly a newer version of Elaine's art. So that's from her shop. And then I have the same one from Simply a Mess. I think she did a couple colorways, one with more blue in it and one that's just pink. So that's why these two are separate. So now we can get into some Pocahontas. So we have the Pocahontas inspired one from SPC called Colors of the Wind. And then we have Glam Planner's Pocahontas of the Disney Princess line. I think that's it for Pocahontas. Next we have the Rapunzel inspired one by SPC. And then we have the Aladdin one by Elaine from her own shop. This one is a modern, like, Beauty and the Beast one by SPC. I don't think this was meant to be, well, I know it wasn't meant to be part of any line because it's not exclusive art. I think this was art that just put out for anybody to use. And it's just called Belle. But obviously the freaking bookshelf, I know that must have taken her ages. I mean, there might have been some copy and paste in there, but I freaking love how she did that. It does look very historically inspired, which I believe it was. And then we have the Glam Planner Aladdin one from her line down there. We have Under the Sea, which is Elaine's Little Mermaid art from her own shop here. And then we have Ursula from Glam Planner's Disney Villains line up here. And now we're getting into Tiana. So we have Tiana by B&R Paper Crafts. We have that photo kit. We have this Keytown art. I'm not entirely sure exactly how much of this he drew himself and how much he just like found art that nobody else was using. But this was unique to his shop. So there is his version of that. We have the Glam Planner Tiana kit. And that girl just looks so much like me. I remember exclaiming that like that was the first like planner girl that I saw, or like fashion girl that looked like me. So she's a little bit darker than me, but she's like, that's what I would look like essentially, I feel like. And then we have SPC's Tiana, which is the Tiana inspired one, it looks like. Yep. Then we have Reflection, which is the Mulan inspired one by SPC. We have this Reflection, which I'm not sure who did the art. Oh, it's at the tip of my tongue. It looks so familiar. But at the risk of saying the wrong name, I'm not gonna try and guess who did that art, but clearly I got it from Simply a Mess. And then we have Glam Planner's Mulan kit from that line, and then we have B&R Paper Crafts version of that as well. Then we have some Disney villain stuff here. We have Squirrel Prince Co. Evil Queen, which is just generic Disney villains, and then we have the Glam Planner Disney Villains kit as well, which is just a mix of all of them. And then let's see, we have SPC, the Cinderella inspired one, which is just called Cindy. And then we have Pink Diamond Planner Co.'s exclusive art called Under the Sea, and that one is the exclusive art that she had done for the live action movie. So yeah, I do kind of have to choose between the two of those. And then we're finishing up with a couple more Moana kits. We have Voyager, which is the SPC Moana inspired kit. And then we have the Glam Planner Disney Princess line for Moana. And that actually finishes out the Disney Princess kit binder, which it seemed like a lot at the time, but that was only like 18 minutes worth of going over kits, which is crazy. I mean, I was really just repeating it all because there were like maybe 4 different lines that everything was like from one of, so it was a lot of repetition there. But anyways, now we have a lot of time to go into the Disney non-princess kit binder. Okay, so here we are. These are all kits that I am 90% sure are Disney but are not Disney Princess. So if there's some kits in here that I got wrong, please let me know so I can move them over to the movie binder that you saw in the last video. So let's start off with Lady by Planner Pixie Co., which was my collab with her, actually. I did foil for this, which is obviously Lady and the Tramp. I love this one. This is already in the lineup, so I am going to be using this pretty soon. To mark watching the sequel. Next, we have Mirabelle by Apple Blossom Prints. This was, I forget who the artist was for this, but she hasn't been super prolific, but I did love this set so much. So this is based on Encanto. So we have that because she's not a Disney princess officially. And then we have the Glam Planner like Disney Villains line. Even though there wasn't a Disney princess in this movie, there was definitely a Disney villain. So this is Yzma, which I did watch Emperor's New Groove very recently. So this one is actually in the lineup as well. And then we have some B&R Paper Crafts photo kits. We have Hearts for the Queen of Hearts. Of course, I had to get that one. Alice in Wonderland is my favorite. And then we have Kita, which is an Atlantis kit, which there's 0 other Atlantis kits, which is a crime. So I needed something, because I do like Atlantis. And then we have the, looks like a March mystery kit by Crating & Co. that is Alice in Wonderland themed. Love that. I love that the chessboard is in there, because I think that's part of the second book and not the first. Then we have the Glam Planner February 2021 mystery kit, which is also Alice in Wonderland themed. Love the color scheme on that one. It is very muted. Like, it almost looks like it has sun damage, but I don't think it does. I think it's meant to be that muted. And then we have the SPC Flying Elephant kit, which is obviously a Dumbo kit. This was Elaine art. This was when she was doing all of the Disney rides. So that's the one based on Dumbo. And then we have SPC Eve. So this was her, like, Wally inspired kit. Love that one. I love the purples. Speaking of purples, we have Megara by B&R Papercraft. So that's Meg from Hercules. And then we have Hero by SPC, which is also a Hercules kind of kit. I think that's just art, though. I think that's like generic just art. We're back to Alice in Wonderland, of course. We have Eastern Wonderland by Pink Planner Shop. A lot of people use that art, but I think that was the one I wanted the most. And then we have Alice by Leonard Designs. Love the tea vibes in that one. Then we have this older Alice collection by Simply a Mess. And then we have the Disco Hearts Alice photo kit here. And then we have a couple Tarzan photo kits. Again, Tarzan. Why no kits? Just these photo kits by B&R Papercraft. So here we have Jane, and then we have Tarzan. And then we have a cat saying hello. Back once again in Alice in Wonderland. We have this very old Glam Planner kit that I remember having a hard time trying to find. And then we have Alice by SPC. I remember when that art came out. Oh, I guess we do have some Tarzan kits. Sorry, I spoke too soon. We have Two Worlds by SPC. That is just art. I think that was generic art. And then we have the Glam Planner. Kind of like the Disney Princess line, but Jane isn't a Disney princess. I did manage to get a couple Aristocats kits. I am a huge fan of the Aristocats. So we have this one by Keytown, and then this one by SPC called Marie, because it's mainly Marie based, or I guess Marie inspired, because she's in here, but there's not much else here that is Aristocats. Then we have a few Lilo and Stitch kits. So we have this one, which was with the Dusk art. That was part of that line. Or I think it is Dusk art. This is from Planner Pixie Co. So again, like I said, she did like 3 or 4 and no more, which is so sad. But yeah, we have that one. And then we have SPC Ohana, again using what I believe is generic Jess art for that. And then we have Planner Pixie Co. Sugar Rush based on Wreck-It Ralph, which I love both Wreck-It Ralph movies quite a lot. And then we have SPC Oh Bother, which is like a Winnie the Pooh birthday kit, which clearly I intended to use to mark watching like one of the Winnie the Pooh movies or something, which will happen because they're my comfort movies. Then we have Coco by B&R Papercrafts. I love the colors of this. And then we have Glam Planner, her Cars kit. It's so fun. The Cars movies are great too. We got a couple Finding Nemo kits. This one's by Paper Candy Art. And then we have Darla by Scroll Prints Co., which is the Finding Nemo inspired kit. And I remember this one was so freaking popular when it came out. It was so hard to find. This is To Infinity and Beyond by SPC. This is the Toy Story birthday kit. I don't know why I was doing quotes for that one. There's no quotes necessary. And then we have when SPC was using Dusk for her like Disney movies. We have the Ratatouille version of that, which I like that one quite a bit. And then we have Scare School by SPC. This was the like Monsters University inspired one that was meant for back to school, like if you were in college primarily. Monsters University is not my favorite, but I just needed a Monsters Inc. kit, honestly. And then we have Adventure Awaits by Planner Pixie Co. So there is her up kit, which I love. I remember spending a ton of time trying to find this up kit by SPC. Like, this was a BST find by my bestie Sage, I believe. This was like one of the first things that brought us together. And I still haven't used it. It's still here. And then I also have the Murdoch Talks up kit that I believe was like a mystery, or like a Cyber Monday mystery maybe. So yeah. And then lastly, we have a couple of Glam Planner kits. We have the Hercules kit from her like Disney line, and then we have Cruella from her Disney Villains line down here, which I guess would be perfect to mark the movie Cruella, except I already did mark that with, I think it was a 101 Dalmatians kit, or maybe there was another kit with Cruella featured. I'm not sure, but I did use a kit like that to mark it, so I'll have to use that for a rewatch. But yeah, that brings us to the end of all my Disney kits so far, which again, I hope they keep coming. I hope shops keep coming out, because I'll keep buying them to fill out this binder. Like, we got space. And this one and the last one, we got space. So now that we're done with pretty much all pop culture, I think next we'll head into some seasonal kits, and we'll probably finish it out with seasonal and holiday. I don't know if it's going to be one more video or two, but stay tuned. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.